Why do we want to come to Morocco? Wow, there's so much history here and so much culture. And, you know, just from where we sit in the planet in LA, Morocco was always that special place, that magical place to want to go to.
Yeah.
And wow, that dream came true. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. So it took a while, but we're here. And what makes us the coolest group,
According to you.
according to us, I don't like that word cool. I just think we have the biggest hearts. We love music. We like to utilize our success to, you know, help. And I think that's more important than cool.
And
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
beyond music and traveling, it's our friendship and our dreams since we were young, coming from you know, the ghetto, from humble beginnings, and we always had that bond. Like, because I remember being in America, I wanted to be sent back home to Philippines because I miss my family, but Will was like, "Yo, we're gonna make it one day, man. Don't worry about it, and we're gonna go back to Philippines." And that motivation,
And you made it.
yeah.
Yeah, and just to add on to, because the question was, what took you so long?
Yeah.
So to be honest with you, yesterday, June 24th, I celebrated my 5 years of being cancer-free.
Oh,
Yeah,
congratulations.
so, and that's just the honest answer. I was diagnosed June 24, 2014. I went through hell and back. I beat it, and it took me a while to heal, but I'm here, I'm back, and ready to get on that stage and perform for all you amazing folks tonight.
I could, when it comes to like facts and then truth, opinions, manipulation, lies, I don't know where things stand. All I know is that what that man was for me in my life, and the joy I felt when I listened to his music. I'm not a politician. I'm not a judge. I'm not the jury. I'm just a friend. No different than if you had a family member that did something, you're still gonna love them. You don't stop your love. You don't take the pictures down from your wall. But I'm not saying that he did something because I don't know. All I know is I saw a case where those same people said he didn't do something. So where am I to believe now? Right? But all I know is I go to the supermarket and I buy medicine and I buy shoes from people who did horrific things to human beings. Do we take shoes off of, out of the stores for all the things for certain companies did to bring harm to people in the past? Right? There's medicine companies that provided, chemicals for the gas chamber. Do you take the medicine down now, today in 2019? There's so many reparations that have to be done with. Why just choose music and black people?
Hi guys, my name is Saeed. I'm from the national newspaper in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Tabba, good to see you again. I started to see you before, man.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you. Just two questions, just regarding your legacy. The band's been going around for over two decades. I remember seeing you guys in Australia back in 2 decades ago. You were playing at Prince of Wales, kind of small little venues. You were kind of an indie group then, and now when it comes to where you are now, do you kind of feel like you went full circle? Do you kind of feel like you're like a massive indie group now that's just playing in arenas? And the second question, would be, is that when you first started out, there was a lot of hip-hop groups. I mean, Naughty by Nature was still going along, isn't it? Now, hip-hop has become really an individualistic type of thing. Is it tough to be a hip-hop group, in today with social media asking us all just to be kind of, it's all about being the one star in today's music industry?
I'll do the second one.
Yeah. Well, to answer the question about does it feel good to be back playing big in front of big audiences? Yeah. Well, with our last album, Master of the Sun, it was just paying homage to our 17-year-old selves, and we were celebrating our 20-year anniversary of our first album, Behind the Front. So that's why it was very reminiscent of that style. We try to keep the torch burning Even though we've been away for 9 years, you know, as far as touring wise, we are always in the studio creating. So for us, you know, we just embrace the time. We know that it's a different time period, streaming is high and things are different than when we first started. But we're on the grind again, and it's a blessing to be able to go, you know, to these festivals and see 30,000 people excited to hear the songs and watch us perform. And it's like, you know, it's reaffirmation that we still have that pull and still have that energy to be able to bring those people to the festivals.
And with all the streaming and the music industry has changed, you know, record sales aren't the same, and now your main thing is touring. So it's like a full circle, and we treat it like it doesn't matter, small stage, big stage. We give it that same intensity, that 100%. You know, joy, having fun on stage, partying with all our fans.
But just to add on to what Apple just said, so during these festival runs, we're also doing smaller venues to kind of like give a cultural play, so that we integrate like not only the big festivals, but also like small intimate venues where we're able to jam out and just, you know, kind of reminiscent of when we first started, like the small venues.
Yes, to go from indie, that just means no one really knows who you are, but a small group, a small core of folks, whether it's your neighborhood or the college you come from. So we went from indie to like, you know, kind of major indie, because there were like that same core group that existed in LA. We saw similar vibes in London, similar vibes in Toronto, and then we became that frequency. We filled that frequency up. And then we wanted to do more. And then we ended up doing the biggest that you could possibly do on this planet. That's playing stadiums of your own, right? So not a festival, but just like Black Eyed Peas, 80,000 people. 3 nights in a row at Stade de France. Like, wow, we did that? Like, what? Not one night, but 3 nights? And then playing the World Cups and Super Bowls, winning Grammys. We went from indie to that. What do you do next? So what do you do next? What you do now is just like you do things to help communities. You make music to bring joy. You make music to raise funds, to bring resolutions to those that are suffering. And that's what drives us. You know, yeah, so it's really, really, really exciting to be in this position at, you know, 2020, which is 40. We're 40. Good ad, good ad. Yeah, you know, good ad. 2020.
Hello.
It's a graphic novel with Marvel and a virtual reality experience on Oculus. And now that we're doing these collaborations, celebrating, you know, our 8th project, 4 projects as a trio. We're really excited about these collaborations. The first one was with Snoop Dogg. We have other ones that are coming out. One with Anita from Brazil, French Montana, as I mentioned before. And the reason why the Master of the Sun was important that we did, you know, VR, AR, a graphic novel, and music, is there's so much technology out today. And I didn't want our creative energy just to be put on yesterday's technology. What I mean by yesterday's technology, when somebody records a song, recording is yesterday's technology. Right? The recording industry means to record it on lacquer or CD, and a needle or a laser reads it. Now that same process is not for a laser or a needle. It's streaming just on the ether. But the same process of creating that content is the same as if it was yesterday's technology. Like the music industry from 1930 or 1950